Scenarios playing out tonight.
13 ABC has you covered. Our team of reporters is spread all across the region, from the north in Michigan to our southern and western communities.
But first, we want to get the latest track and what's going on right now. For that, we turn to Chief Meteorologist Jay Berschbach in the First Warning Forecast Center. Jay?
All right, Lee, thank you very much. Lee, thank you very much. We still have that mixed bag of weather out there. Let's go right to live Doppler 13,000 HD to show you. We have the snow in southeast Michigan where it's blue. We have that area of pink here, basically between the Turnpike and Highway 20, so kind of a very thin sliver there where we have freezing rain, and we also have some sleet mixing where it's pink, and then heavy rainfall, just a chilly, nasty rain from Wauseon to about Perrysburg and Maumee. Now, notice temperatures. This is some good news. Roads really didn't get too bad throughout the day for most of us, and it will stay that way tonight for the area seeing rain now. So the majority of the area, rainfall tonight. This area, though, that is the problem spot because temperatures kind of locked in right now, hovering near freezing. So the snow right now, the snow rates in Adrian, pretty hefty. It's coming down quite quickly. And even in Toledo, those bridges and overpasses, we actually dropped below freezing for a time. Well, we're now back to 33, so we're on the fence. Watch out for those slick spots because what looks like liquid out there could quickly become ice in a matter of seconds. So our forecast for the winter weather advisory for tonight, still under some kind of advisory wherever you see the purple. That includes Monroe, Lenawee, Fulton, Henry, Defiance, Williams, and Hillsdale counties. That goes through noon tomorrow for a mixture of the sleet and freezing rain and snow tonight and then snow tomorrow morning. And then areas that include Lucas, Wood, Ottawa, and Sandusky. That advisory goes through 7 a.m. as we see the rain and snow fighting out overhead tonight, and there will be some minor accumulations in those areas. So the farther north you go tonight, more snow and ice. The farther south you go, you should stay above freezing and just rain and a lot of it overnight. More on that in a bit. But more on what's to come for tonight, kind of a bigger picture on things. Here's meteorologist Ross Ellett.
Well, we've been watching that rain snow line all day on live Doppler 13,000 HE. We want to expand the view here just a little bit, show you what's coming later on tonight. You can see that rain snow line hovers pretty much across northern Ohio, northern Indiana, and then takes a dive here where there's some colder air back off towards our west, and there's an area of low pressure coming in here towards the central parts of Illinois. This is going to ride up into Indiana, still drifting slowly towards our direction as we head into overnight tonight. And of course, every degree certainly counts, especially when you're just hovering right on that rain snow line. Even today, we saw the temperatures just above the ground, the treetops at or just below 32 degrees and a half degree warmer in some cases at the surface, which is keeping those ground areas, also the roadways, just rain and just some liquid across the area. One other piece of good news is overnight tonight, those winds are going to calm down. Boy, they were pretty blustery today, very uncomfortable right out of the east at about 20 miles per hour sustained. Some of those wind gusts approaching 35 miles per hour. But watch what happens here in the hours ahead. As that area of low pressure drifts a little bit closer from Indiana, moves overhead, those wind speeds really going to diminish here quite a bit. By midnight, the top winds to about 20 miles per hour, and they begin to go calm throughout the morning hours tomorrow into the afternoon. So it's a piece of some good news there over the next 24 hours.
All right, Roswell County's in the western part of the viewing area and to the north as well, really feeling the brunt of this system so far.
Meteorologist Jeff Cornish is braving the elements in Fulton County. He continues our team coverage from Delta. Jeff.
Yeah, most of the afternoon out here has been freezing rain. We've seen temperatures at around or slightly under 32, at least a few feet above the ground. And with rain falling onto that cold surface, we're seeing those branches become a little heavier. You can see a neighbor behind me tending to a tree limb that came down. Some of those tree limbs are coated in ice. Water weighs about 8 pounds per gallon and becomes heavy. Have had a couple of reports or some scattered reports of power outages, as you will soon hear. I spoke with the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. They said they've had a few slide-offs, primarily in western parts of the area, and we have some video from earlier. You can see Wauseon. We're only about 8 to 10 miles northeast of there, where the roads are just barely slushy. But out there in Wauseon, they had a little bit of an ice cover to the sidewalks. This was about an hour and a half ago, and you could see a lot of the slush being kicked up under the tires of some of those passing vehicles. So most of the slippery roadways and the biggest travel impact so far has been just to the west, central and western parts of the area, according to the Sheriff's Office. Reporting live in Fulton County, meteorologist Jeff Cornish, 13 ABC Action News.
So from Fulton County down to Wood County at noon today, we showed you the heavy rain in Bowling Green. The ground was already starting to freeze there, and our Amy Montgomery is in BG tonight. Amy, describe that situation now for us.
Well, Lee, it's wet and it's definitely cold. We were out here earlier today. A lot of the trees here around BGSU's campus, they were encased in ice. I want to show you what we're looking at right now. Looks like there might be some ice on there, but when you shake it, that's all water. None of the trees out here are frozen anymore, but it's like Jay mentioned, that temperature did increase throughout this evening, obviously causing the ice to melt, but a lot of rain here in Bowling Green. If you look over here, you can see standing water all over the place, and this isn't the case only on the grass, but also on some of the area roadways. We are standing along Wooster Street. Traffic here is moving without any issue at all, really. People slowing down just a little bit, but where the big issue seems to be is along the curbs there, where all of that standing water, of course, is gathering because of all this rain. But here in Bowling Green, just rainy, wet, cold conditions. So if you are heading out, just keep that in mind. For now, reporting live, Amy Montgomery, 13 ABC Action News.
And now we want to head north to Lenawee County, which is getting pounded with snow. 13 ABC's Christine Long live in Adrian with a look at the road conditions there. Christine.
The roads are treacherous. The Lenawee County Sheriff's Department is getting calls for accidents every few minutes. Now here's one, a man driving in Deerfield Township. He slipped off the road and into the River Raisin. He was able to get out of his car and swim to shore safely. Another car in Adrian slid off the road and hit a tree. That person is expected to be okay. Also a semi-truck got stuck on 127 and cannot get up the hill. So the sheriff is urging drivers to take it slow. Now the plows are out in full force trying to keep up with this snow, but it is falling fast and it is falling heavy. Reporting live from Adrian, Christine Long, 13 ABC Action News.
Back here in Ohio, people here in the Toledo area seeing mainly rain earlier in the day with the drop in temperature. Still concerns about ice on the roads tonight, but whatever kind of precip does come down, City of Toledo crews say they're ready for it. For most of the day, been seeing rain, some of it heavy, but by mid-afternoon it did switch to a mix of sleet and some freezing rain. Crews are going to be working around the clock to get all of the mess cleared tonight. There are 3,300 miles in Toledo, lane miles, if you will. About 40 trucks are going to be out clearing on 12-hour shifts until the storm is finished. Now, even though we haven't had a lot of big storms this winter, city has used more salt than it did last year. This year, they've used some 20,000 tons of salt. Commissioner of Streets, Bridges, and Harbor says the reason for that is simple. He says that in smaller snow events like the ones we've had this year, crews do more salting than plowing to clear the streets. And he says salt is the weapon of choice in today's battle with Mother Nature.
Right now, these temperatures, the salt works great. It's when you start getting around in 15, 20 degrees is when you start mixing it around. We do like pre-treating our salt, though, at the spinner, because what that does is the moisture on the salt, just before we hit the road, it helps the salt stay in place, and it's the scatter and bounce that we talk about, keeps it more on the road and less off the sides of the road.
Now, if you've ever wondered where the city gets the salt, the answer this year is right here in Ohio. It's brought in from Cleveland, and Pratt says it comes from a mine that runs about 2 miles under Lake Erie. Stay with 13 ABC, both on air and online, for continuing coverage of this winter weather alert. Jay has your full forecast coming up in about 8 minutes.
Well, the clock is ticking. Major spending cuts are set to kick in just a couple of days.
And tonight we take a look at the potential local impact on your health care.
Kate Gosselin and Kendra Wilkinson swap lives.
I don't know how she does it.
Celebrity Wife Swap 3-week event starts tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
The 2-hour series premiere, Red Widow, Sunday on ABC.
Cod. North Pacific.
Fish. Non-specific.
Huh. Never been there.
Wendy's Premium Cod Sandwich. Hand-cut 100% North Pacific cod.
Now that's better.
My time's important to me, and I don't want to get bogged down with technology issues. Now I have no problems at all with my internet service.
Come back to Time Warner Cable and get a better internet experience. Call 855-456-6242 for a variety of internet packages starting as low as $19.99 a month. No long-term contract required. Come back for the better guarantee from Time Warner Cable. We're so confident you'll see a difference, we've guaranteed it or your money back. Give us a call today.
You either have it or you don't. Experience the graceful control, exceptional grip, and superior handling of a Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC, one of the most advanced all-wheel drive systems ever made. Available on 9 different model lines. See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
Because Ballas is the #1 selling Buick dealer in the state of Ohio, we have a selection that is second to none. Experience Buick by leasing a 2013 model with low lease rates. Or we have fantastic finance options and cash incentives, including Auto Show bonus cash. The stylish European Encore was named one of the top 10 must-drive vehicles for 2013, and it's in our showroom now. Bad weather, no problem. Shop online at ballasbuickgmc.com. Stop in and help us keep Toledo #1 in the state of Ohio.
Somewhat of a nervous time today for employees at the Lucas County Board of Elections. Just about all of them were almost fired. 13 ABC's Sean Hegarty is live with a look at why and what eventually happened. Sean.
Yeah, this coming on the heel of yesterday's report from a special committee appointed by the Secretary of State. Now, one of the major recommendations was to fire the director and the deputy director. Today, the board was presented with a proposal that almost completely did the opposite. The plan would have terminated 20 of the 22 employees that fall under the Board of Elections, but the director and the deputy director would have stayed. Those employees would then be able to reapply for their jobs. And just before the board was to vote on it, the meeting was recessed, and when the board returned, the plan died. The next step is to evaluate all employees and their positions. So we asked, why go away from what the special committee asked for just yesterday?
Well, I believe it was an attempt to get everyone to realize that to be part of the solution, everybody has to have their job, under the job description, do what is right, and that is work together.
It didn't respond to any of the things that the Secretary of State has recommended in their roadmap they've given us. So if we're going to take a big step, let's at least do one of the things that the Secretary of State's asked us to do.
Now, Secretary of State John Husted did send a letter to the board today saying that the administrative oversight has been lifted on the board and that the responsibility and accountability of the board now rests solely here with the board in Lucas County. The board is also going to work with county commissioners to find a permanent home for the Board of Elections. The lease on its offices at One Government Center is up in August. Reporting live, Sean Hegarty, 13 ABC Action News.
Still no budget cutting deal in Congress that would avoid billions of dollars in automatic cuts to take effect this Friday. But as we follow the process, we're giving you some perspective on what could happen. 13 ABC's Bill Horman live tonight with more on specific cuts that could affect health care right here in Lucas County. Bill.
Lee, the White House proposed this sequestration idea. Congress agreed to it readily, but now the White House has released this list of cuts that Ohio could face, and some of them affect public health service. Another day and still no budget cutting agreement on Capitol Hill. Now tens of billions of dollars in cuts just a day closer. And among those cuts, public health services in Lucas County that help women like Ebony Jones feed her daughter Zakia.
We would have a hard time getting fresh fruits and vegetables. We have a hard time with milk because it's very expensive.
In Ohio, 5,000 fewer kids could get vaccinations for diseases like measles and mumps. Our state could lose $1.1 million to combat infectious and other diseases, lose another $3.3 million to treat substance abuse. And 7,600 fewer HIV tests would be given because of the sequestration cuts.
I think they're not well thought out.
Dr. David Grossman says Lucas County's health department stands to lose $550,000 in aid. That's an 8% cut, which means less abstinence counseling, even fewer vaccinations.
One kid dying of meningitis, just one, that we could have prevented from not having these cuts so draconian, is a kid that's dead.
Grossman understands the need to cut the debt, but he says these are indiscriminate cuts that hurt real people, like 11-month-old Hunter's mom, who has nowhere to turn if she cannot get help from WIC.
It's pretty much just me, Daddy, and the kids, so we wouldn't really have anything.
And the concern is these cuts are coming just as the services are most needed. The health department could see cuts to the lead paint detection program and dental care, even the 60-plus program that helps seniors. Real people use these programs, but the government has a real debt problem and a real deadline that's looming Friday. Reporting live, Bill Horman, 13 ABC Action News.
Rain, sleet, snow, and ice, mixed bag of weather all across the viewing area tonight.
First warning storm team continues to track this system. Here's a live check of our 13 ABC ProMedica Flower Hospital action cam out in the Sylvania area. Your complete forecast straight ahead.
13 minutes, 13 minutes.
Your day is nonstop.
Now, your news is too.
13 minutes, 13 minutes.
13 minutes non-stop news.
And your first warning forecast.
Nothing but news and weather for 13 minutes non-stop tonight at 11. 13 ABC Action News.
13 minutes, 13 ABC.
Look at that new Toyota.
Look at that new Toyota.
People are looking at Toyota for what's really new, including the style and innovation of the all-new Avalon and the all-new RAV4. And now you can get 0% financing on 7 of your favorite new Toyotas.
Look at that new Toyota.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here's a great offer from Buckeye Cable System. Get cable TV in HD with plans starting for less than $30 per month and no contracts. That's right, cable TV for less than $30 per month. Plus, ask how you can get a free DVR upgrade and free Buckeye Express high-speed internet with in-home Wi-Fi. Call Buckeye Cable System at 419-724-9800 now. We are available anytime to take your call, but you'll have to hurry as this special $30 cable offer won't last long.
At ProMedica, our experienced heart and vascular teams work together to bring you advanced, personalized care that leads to excellent outcomes and quicker recoveries. No matter where you live in the region, you have access to the unparalleled heart and vascular care that is ProMedica.
I've been very, very, very impressed by Dave White Acura.
When you buy an Acura, you plan on driving it a while. At least I do. I mean, this car will be driving 6-7 years, like the last 2 or 3 that I have owned.
Right now, you can lease a 2013 Acura ILX for 36 months for only $209 per month.
It's just perfect when I pick it up. There's no negative surprises. There are always positive surprises.
Dave White Acura.com. Luxury for life.
First warning weather brought to you by Perrysburg Mattress with 2 convenient locations. Now, 13 ABC First Warning Weather with Chief Meteorologist Jay Birchback.
Here's a live action cam shot of our South Toledo camera showing the ice on one of the guy wires. So that just shows you what some trees have looked like throughout the area with our mixed bag of weather. Live Doppler 13,000 HD is still showing that wintry mix in the pink. It includes Lucas, Fulton, Williams County, snow to the north, rain to the south. That's good news. And just confirming here, meteorologist Ross Ellett stepped outside. We have snow and sleet falling right now, and we're about right there in that pink area. So mainly snow in the blue, snow, sleet, freezing rain here in the pink, and then heavy rainfall approaching Rossford. Let me zoom back out just a little bit, and you can see that it's mainly rain south of the Maumee River. That's great news for tonight. Looks like where you're having rain now, which includes all of the Lakeshore, Port Clinton, towards Sandusky, Fremont, Fostoria, Findlay, Ottawa, Defiance. You'll stay rain now all night long. So we're looking at better conditions south versus up north. Here's the extent of our system. This is 6 hours worth of data showing big snows in Michigan. Ski lovers, yeah, rejoice. Going up north, that looks like a lot of snow there. There's the rain snow line overhead, and it looks like it's going to stay nearly on the state line for tonight. 33 degrees the current temperature with cold, chilly rain. There's your wind, probably shaking those trees, making them rattle with all the ice on them. 17 miles per hour, making it feel like 22. Temperatures here in the metro area, this is how close it is to freezing. About 33 for just about everyone. Oregon, North Toledo, Sylvania, Maumee at 34, and then Perrysburg at 33. We'll zoom out a little bit and show you that down south, how about a 40? That's the current temperature in Upper Sandusky. So just a cold rain today, but farther north still hovering near freezing. So the concerned areas, want to stress tonight, mainly in Michigan, but they could extend down toward the Maumee River. Here's our forecast now on Predictor. This takes us through 11 o'clock tonight. There is that line, right? Rains in green, blue is the snow. So we could see some pretty hefty accumulations of snow in Michigan. In fact, already on the ground in Hillsdale, 2 inches of snow. That was a few minutes ago, so there is more on the way. Now, a little blip here about 2:30 in the morning. The cold air tries to come down into Toledo, changing rain back to snow. Warm air fights back, becomes rainfall here after that, and then back to snow throughout the day. So we're not done with this mix just yet, but it looks like that chance of freezing rain will be ending for the evening. Here's midday tomorrow with finally the green moving out and snow showers continuing. So how much snow are we expecting? Well, there's a big contrast. Areas to the south and east where it's rain and stays rain, obviously nothing. In Toledo, that number is going to start rising. This is through tomorrow morning's drive, about an inch and a half of slushy snow. And then Michigan, look at the difference. 3 to 5 inches of snow, Monroe, Adrian, and Hillsdale. That's on top of what you have right now. For tonight, the low 31 degrees, so just below freezing. A wintry mix ends, then snow to the north, rain to the south. Tomorrow's high 36. Snow showers are likely and not nearly as windy as today. Variable winds tomorrow, 5 to 15. Here's the 7-day forecast. 35 on Thursday. Still dealing with the tail end of that storm. 35 again, maybe an inch. Flurries on Friday. Dry for the weekend. Dry for Monday, a little warmer, and another chance there next Tuesday for a wintry mix to return. Heard that before, huh? But at that point, it'll be March. That's right, February here, just about done. What a way to end the month with this crazy, very difficult storm to track. But we're here all night. We'll be on the hour doing updates.
All right, Jay, thanks very much.
Sports straight ahead.
Coming up here on World News, the giant ballooning accident, 19 tourists killed in the crash, the dramatic images, the major storm, 19 states, and the warning about your roof. Wait until you see the video here. And breaking news, the family feared lost at sea. Word it's a giant hoax. Coming up.
You can save like never before during the construction sale going on now at Ed Schmidt GMC in Perrysburg. Right now, you can lease a brand new 2013 half-ton extended cab four-wheel drive GMC Sierra for just $299 a month, or enjoy huge discounts of up to $11,500 on all 2013 extended cabs. Looking for a professional-grade truck at an unbeatable price? Now's the time to buy. Ed Schmidt GMC in Perrysburg. Awesome deals, awesome people.
Well, my mom was a very strong-willed person. When she knew she was diagnosed with cancer, she wanted to be the dictator of how it was going to be. I was working full-time. I was trying to be over there every single day. I wasn't familiar with watching somebody that you love pass away. I felt a weight had been lifted off my shoulders when Hospice of Northwest Ohio got involved. They explained everything for me. They were there for me.
To fully understand what we do here, you may have to sit in some traffic and get to know Molly down at the flower shop. And get comfortable with the fact that the workday doesn't always start at 8 or end at 5. I'm Steve Collier, and I wrote this book because I understand Ohio personal injury. I practice law because there's no better way I can think of to help.
Rear vision camera, multi-flex seats, an EPA estimated 32 highway, the 2013 GMC Terrain, over 100 standard features that make you more capable. That's professional grade.
Now, during the Toledo Auto Show, use your bonus cash to lease this Terrain SLE for around $199 per month. Find your nearest GMC dealer at gmcdealer.com.
Tonight's schedule brought to you by Huntington, connecting with community.
#13 ABC Action Sports brought to you by ProMedica Wildwood Orthopedic and Spine Hospital.
NFL Draft Combine continues in Indianapolis. Big day for Micah Hyde. Micah played quarterback at Fostoria High School. Just finished up his college career at Iowa, where he played defensive back, also returned some kicks. Really had a great senior season, won the Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year award, served as the Hawkeyes team captain. But now the question, what position would he play at the next level? Some think cornerback. Other scouts see him as more of a safety, of course, special teams too. Had a pretty good showing today, ran a 4.56 40-yard dash, but he really excelled at those cone and coverage drills. But how much do these drills actually translate to the game? That's the topic tonight on Bruce's QB Q&A with Bruce Gradkowski. We'll talk to Bruce about his experience in the Combine and analyze just how important it is.
I always watch it and think I'm so glad I don't have to go through this again. You know, because it is. It's very stressful. You have all the coaches, scouts poking and prodding. It's like a meat market. You walk into this one place full of 50 scouts. with just spandex on, and they're looking at you, seeing how much you weigh, how tall you are. But that's the name of the game, you know, because you're playing in front of 60, 70,000 people, fans, screaming fans each week, that it's going to be a stressful environment.
It's like my job interview here. High school boys basketball tournament tips off tonight. Perrysburg against Lima Senior postponed until tomorrow. Clay Finley, check the bottom of the screen for other postponements. College basketball tomorrow night. Massive matchup at Savage Arena. Western Michigan against Toledo. First place on the line in the MAC West Division. Both teams go into the night 8-4 in the conference.
We have used this entire season to get our players better, to, as a program, stay positive and move in the right direction. You know, and we still have stuff we're playing for. You know, we still have the ability to hang a banner and win a MAC West championship, and that's what we've been focused on from day one.
3 people injured in Saturday's nationwide crash have hired lawyers. A Florida-based law firm looking into possible legal action on behalf of those fans. Nothing set in stone yet, but it sure looks like lawsuits on the horizon. You got to wonder who they go after there. I mean, they have the net up there for safety,
Right.
but you know, at some point it's just cars going fast, these things can happen.
You know, the catch fence.
Yeah, but stuff gets through it. I mean, it's kind of just like a
Tire
strainer
went
at that
over it?
point. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks very much. So, okay, the rain, the sleet, the snow, the complete mixed bag tonight.
Absolutely. Jay has your evening forecast next as we take this live look from our Tarda Tower cam.
Mr. Jones and Mrs. Schmidt are neighbors. Each of them had $20,000 to spend. With his money, Mr. Jones bought a new car. With her money, Mrs. Schmidt bought 2 flat-screen TVs, a new sofa, a new washer, and a new Volkswagen. Now, the only problem Mr. Jones has is keeping up with the Schmidts. Right now, lease a new 2013 Jetta for just $169 per month. Why keep up with the Joneses when you can keep up with the Schmidts? Ed Schmidt Volkswagen in Perrysburg. Awesome deals, awesome people.
There's good news in the war on cancer. New micro-targeted treatments, new research, and a new kind of cancer center. Created to bring your whole network of cancer specialists, radiologists, clinicians, testing, clinical trials, and treatments together under one roof. The Eleanor N. Dana Cancer Center at UTMC. One team, one place, one patient at a time.
DSL was just too slow. With Time Warner Cable, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's faster and it's more reliable.
Come back to Time Warner Cable and you can get better internet, TV, and phone too, with a variety of packages starting as low as $89.99 a month for 2 years. No long-term contract required. Call 855-268-4017. Plus, get a $200 reward card. Come back for the better guarantee from Time Warner Cable. We're so confident you'll see a difference, we've guaranteed it, or your money back. Give us a call today.
What car company beats Toyota in fuel economy in every segment we compete? Ford, America's freshest lineup. With EcoBoost technology that delivers efficient power, Ford has you covered at the pump. And with our great offers, we'll keep your checkbook in check. No wonder Ford is America's best-selling brand. Right now, get an Escape with up to $2,500 cash back. Or returning AZ Plan lessees can lease one for just $199 a month.
Get every second window free during Wallside's off-season sale, plus no interest for 5 years through February 28th. 1-800-521-7800.
Just into our newsroom tonight, Alexis Road is closed, at least a portion of it.
ODOT says that it shut down the road between Detroit and Benore for emergency drainage and pavement repair. No word on when it might reopen. We will keep you posted on that. And Jay's right here right now to keep us posted on the weather.
And that's one aspect here, almost an inch of rainfall in northwest Ohio from the storm. So with the ground still partially frozen, the water has nowhere to go. You throw a little ice and snow and sleet on top of that, that could cause standing water tonight. And temperatures at this point are near or above freezing. It's all rain in the south, snow in the north, and it looks like this pattern. Take kind of a snapshot here with your eyes. It's not going to change much overnight. Green to the south and blues off to the north. Forecast overnight in Toledo, eventually falling below freezing, 31. Could see about an inch of snow overnight. Tomorrow, an inch or 2 of snow additional. That's for Toledo, more to the north, less to the south, 36. Another inch Thursday, flurries Friday, dry and cold for the weekend.
Yeah, been cold. All right, Jay.
And we'll be
Bye,
here all
going
night on the hour with updates.
All right, thank
Okay.
you. Thanks for watching 13 ABC Action News at 6.
Back with all new news tonight at 11. For Lee Conklin, Jay Birchback, Dave Holmes, and all of us here, I'm Diane Larson.
When winter storms threaten, the First Warning Storm Team gives you the edge. Only on 13 ABC.
This is World News. Tonight, the fireball and the free fall. Nearly 24 tourists trapped inside as this deadly balloon accident unravels in midair. The dramatic images coming in tonight. Whiteout in 19 states this evening. Drivers blinded by blowing snow, so many of them stranded. And the warning about your roof this evening. How to know how much weight is too much under the heavy snow. Meteorologist Ginger Z is standing by. Lost and then found? The mystery deepens tonight, the unfolding drama after the distress call from the family lost at sea.
Coast Guard, we are abandoning ship.
New questions, was it all a hoax? And how much have taxpayers spent on the rescue already? And playing tag, the secret world underwater right off America's coastline. What's drawing all those great white sharks? And tonight, how you can now track each shark from your own computer. The man who knew there was a shark right off the dock.
Oh yeah, Mary Lee! Big girl!
From ABC News, World Headquarters, this is ABC World News with Diane Sawyer. Reporting tonight, David Muir.
Good evening on this Tuesday night. Diane is on assignment, and we do begin here with those terrifying images from the sky. This evening, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a hot air balloon with nearly 24 people inside in one of the biggest tourist destinations in the world to explode and plummet to the ground. Here are the images of it as it was falling from the sky the last few seconds before it crashed. Tonight, the death toll at 19, and ABC's Alex Marquardt leads us off from Egypt.
This amateur video shows the moment the vacation of a lifetime turned into tragedy. A sunrise balloon ride suddenly enveloped in black smoke. You can see it billowing from the basket. Then the balloon begins to collapse. Deflated, it now plummets 1,000 feet down to the earth. Photographer Christopher Michel watched it all unfold from another balloon.
We heard a loud explosion and then a lot of smoke right behind us. And, our first feeling was it couldn't be a balloon, but it turned out actually to be, unfortunately, this tragic accident.
We now know that at 7 a.m., the balloon was coming in for a landing in a sugarcane field. That's when one of its cables got caught on a helium canister, starting a fire. A pilot and 2 others jumped from 40 feet up as the balloon then shot back into the sky, exploding into flames before crashing down. 19 lives were lost, including one of those who jumped. They were from Hong Kong, Japan, and across Europe. It's a marvel to float in a balloon over Luxor, flying over the desert with its remains of ancient Egypt, the temples, the tombs of the pharaohs.